Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, La Chalkboard, and I am so glad to be back here with you today. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Let's Play The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. In the last episode, half episode, we made our way all the way to Iverstead, which is where we are now. I did tell you guys that I would be doing a couple things between episodes, meaning that I would be going back to Whiterun to sell some stuff to lower our carry weight back down, and also that I would go ahead and sleep so we could get that well-rested bonus, which I did do. But now we are in Iverstead. We are still in the end. Let me show you a little bit of what I did in between episodes here. So if we look into our items, we can see that our carry weight is way down to 82, which is fantastic. And I also went ahead and completely splurged and got some spell books. So we got Spell Tone Calm, creatures and people up to level 9 won't fight for 30 seconds. Fire Bolt, a blast of fire that does 25 points of damage. Targets on fire take extra damage. Fury, creatures and people up to level 6 will attack anything nearby for 30 seconds. Which we already knew, so I just wasted my gold on that. Ice Spike, a spike of ice that does 25 points of frost damage to health and stamina. And last but not least, Soul Trap. If a target dies within 60 seconds, it fills a soul gem. I do want to work on enchanting at some point, so I figured I would go ahead and get a Soul Trap until we can maybe get some weapons that have that enchantment on it that do that same thing. I do want to go ahead and favorite Calm. I also want to favorite Firebolt. I don't know if we're really going to be able to use it yet just because of how much it costs. We would only be able to do, like 3 or 4 Firebolts before we'd run out of Magicka until we get the next perk in Destruction, which is the Apprentice level 1. And then we'll go ahead and favorite Soul Trap, but it costs almost our entire Magicka bar, so we probably won't use it a whole ton. I didn't see the Spell Tome for fast healing. I went to Farengar in, Whiterun. I went to Farengar, and I don't recall seeing the fast healing spell, so our restoration just must not be high enough yet for us to get that one. And that should be it for now. Let's go ahead and dual wield Firebolt so that when we use that, it's there. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and take a look at our quests real quick. So, here's what we're working on. The Way of the Voice. The Greybeards have summoned me to their monastery of High Hrothgar on the slopes of the Throat of the World. They seem to have learned of the mysterious power that I gained when I killed the dragon outside Whiterun. So that's what we're doing. And in order for us to do that, we have to climb up 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar. We are in the inn. There is something I want to get from this guy before we go.
Ghost. It was over by the
That's related to what she's saying.
That's evil, Linley. I told you to keep away from there.
I'm sorry. I was curious. I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
See that you don't. I promised to keep you safe, and I'm not going to break my word.
Okay, let's see what that was all about.
Music, let me know.
Anything you could tell me about High Hrothgar?
The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed.
Tell me more about the Barrow.
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Do the spirits haunt your town as well?
Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the Barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted Barrow?
I could investigate for you.
If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
Alright, so now we have a task to investigate Shroud Hearth Barrow. Of course, we're not going to do that right now. We've got some other things to do.
We don't
But he
get
has a
many
couple other
visitors
things to
through
tell
here,
us on it,
unless
so
they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
we'll go ahead and ask him about that. Has anyone ever explored the Barrow?
About a year or two ago, some fella named Wendelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again.
Okay, well that kind of sucks. Alright,
If you're
let's go
headed up
ahead
to the
and
monastery,
leave this in.
watch
I
your
am
step.
not going to make the mistake that I made in my
ways
personal
out.
playthrough, which was to steal that chicken's egg before I realized that I was actually stealing it and then getting attacked by everyone in the room. Let's see. So we need to be going over that way. Is there anything in this abandoned little house over here? Ooh, I heard some Nerm root. Let's go ahead and grab that. Not that I really plan on using a ton of alchemy, but it's always cool to get that. Anything in here that we can explore or do? I mean, I don't... Hi, who are you?
I can't see you, Rada. I can't find you. Why are you hiding? Hide. Don't make me sad.
Are you okay?
Rada was here, then gone. Went to gather plants and never came home. Nope. Everyone looked and no one could find her. Wilhelm said she'll be back. Told Narvi not to worry. Rada will come back.
What's wrong with you?
With Father, I said goodbye. With Mother, I said goodbye. Rada leaves and Narvi can't say goodbye. Makes Narvi very, very sad. Narvi needs Rada to say goodbye.
Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Well, that always makes me kind of sad to hear his little story. So what I'm gathering is that his parents are both dead, and I guess Rada is his sister, and then she left, but she didn't say goodbye, so he's really sad now. So that's really sad. That one always makes me kind of sad, and I always help him out because I just feel really bad for him.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
What types of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I could do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Okay, and we could ask him continue the dialogue, but I don't want to. I
careful
just
up
wanted
there.
to get his little quest thing, and I think our girl Siri here would be, I think she would be helpful after hearing that conversation. She's gonna make this big trek anyway. I don't think she'd feel weird about doing that. You know, taking this bag of supplies up there for him. All right, so now we have our journey of 7,000 steps. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with 7,000 steps. What I really want to know is if the game designers actually created 7,000 individual steps. That's what I want to know. And in case you've never played Skyrim before, on your way to High Hrothgar, you get all of these little emblems here, which are pretty cool. So we're going to read them on the way, and let's see, how do I want to read these? Let's get our best, like, Irileth reading voice out. I like her voice. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs, for the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. Alright, so that was emblem 1. We're gonna probably not do that voice for every single one, because there are 10 of them, and that voice, I think, would probably get pretty old. Oh, no, go away. So let's see, how much... Yeah, that takes like a quarter or so of our little bar of magicka there. Yeah, that was our new spell, Firebolt. It is great because we can, you know, attack from a little bit more of a distance, I guess. But until we get that next perk, man, it's just going to be... Let's see. Yeah, until we get that next perk, it's going to be difficult. I did want to check real quick to see if we have any... We do have a couple... We only have like 3 soul gems. Okay, I was going to see if it would have been worth it to... If it's going to be worth it to cast Soul Trap on everything. But honestly, well... I don't know. Soul Trap costs almost all of our magicka bars. So until we get some better, you know, perk progress or more magicka or whatever, I just don't think it's going to be worth it. Alright, now we should have our second emblem. We'll go ahead and talk to this guy, why not?
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Did you hear the Greybeards called Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
Well, apparently, my friend, you ain't an old.
Alright.
Alright. We're just going to read this in normal voice. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. So in case you haven't picked up on it yet, this is... The etched tablets are sort of the story, I guess, of how man came to have, I guess, the voice, you know, of the dragons and everything. It's just sort of like a little history lesson. So in the beginning, there were men... There were dragons. Men didn't have a voice, so I think that literally is just supposed to indicate that men could not shout, like do the dragon shouts, like unrelenting force and stuff like that. Oh no! Don't you run away from me! Ah, here we go. We gotta wait for it to want to attack me again. Dang it! All right. Here we go. Should I just wait? Yep, there it goes. Okay. That was some great animation there. Really great. Alright. So now we're heading our way up the steps. But yes, so like, I think it was just, you know, is this going to be the journey of 17,000 random encounters once again? Because you know what? I just did this same exact part of the quest on my, like, personal playthrough again. And I had, like, 2 random encounters. There's the big one that everybody knows about. And then I think I maybe had, like, 2 wolves or something like that. And that was it. That was all I had. But now you mean to tell me I have 2 wolves back to back? I'm not buying it. Not buying it. Alright, what have we got here? Emblem 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices. But the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. So men and dragons were warring with one another, I take it. But the men weren't doing too great. The dragons were overruling the men. So it sounds like it's talking about this part of history where I guess dragons kind of ruled over men because men weren't strong enough to take on the dragons. That's kind of what I'm gathering from that. And if you're wondering, by the way, where our horse went, Stormy, which we named her in the last episode. I decided not to take her on this part of the journey. It seems like the 7,000 steps is something that you should actually, have to climb. I mean, they're steps, and, it just kind of seems necessary, you know what I'm saying, to climb the 7,000 steps. Oh, calm down. Alright, emblem 4. Kine called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. Okay, so I guess that's the part of history where men learned how to use the dragon voices because somebody named Parthenax helped teach them. Wonder who that could be. No clue. Never heard that name in my life before. Alright, here we go. We gotta really think about our strategy here. First part of our strategy, I think, is going to be to save the game. And if you've never played Skyrim before, you might not have any idea why I'm doing this, but oh boy. What was that? Are you kidding me? What is happening? Okay. Sorry, but this is, not supposed to be happening right now. What is happening? Also, there's a weird noise in the background, and I'm not really sure what it is. We're just gonna continue on and pretend that that's not happening, because I don't think that's supposed to be happening right now. Anyway, as I was saying, if you've never seen this part of Skyrim before, if you've never played, then, well, you're about to find out why I'm saving twice in a row, and, yeah, why we're gonna gear up. Alright, we have Unrelenting Force. We have, ooh, I forgot we have Highborn. We'll probably need that first. We have a steel dagger and a steel sword in the event that we need it, but hopefully we can get this done with Firebolt. Hopefully. Where is he? Where'd he go? Is he up here? Sometimes he's up here. Okay. Well. Did that dragon seriously mess everything up? Are you kidding me? I'm sitting here gearing up for this big fight. Dragons ruin everything, man. What the heck? Okay, well, for those of you who weren't aware, there's supposed to be a frost troll over here. Sometimes he's waiting over here in this little corner. Sometimes he's kind of up there on the ledge. Sometimes he's over here in the distance. But there is always a frost troll. Always. Okay, well, Tablet 5. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice was too strong, although their sacrifices were many-fold. Okay, Emblem 5. Alright, well, I guess there was no reason to save there. Rude. What? So that means that literally all that's going to have happened in this episode is that what? We killed a skeever, an ice wolf, and a regular wolf? And we're going to talk to some old guys? Emblem 6. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst dragons withdrew from this world. Alright, so we're at the point in history, I guess, where the men have defeated the dragons and the dragons left from the world. And the empire was created, so I guess there haven't been any dragons since the creation of the empire. That's what I'm gathering from that. Alright, we've got Emblem 7. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. And that's talking about somebody named Jurgen Windcaller, who we don't know anything at all about yet. It mentioned Red Mountain, which I know is a big thing in like Morrowind or something, but I don't think that Jurgen Windcaller was a part of that. Emblem 8. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. Okay, that's where we're going. So Jurgen Windcaller, I guess, built this place. So does that mean he also built the 7,000 steps? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. But yeah, that's so, like, I don't understand why we didn't get attacked by that frost troll. It is there in every single playthrough. Emblem... Do I have to jump? Okay, Emblem 9. For years, all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septim, stripling then, was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin, which I believe means Dragon Ken in the dragon language. And here, last but not least, we have emblem number 10. The voice is worship. Follow the inner path. Speak only in true need. And we got a power called the Voice of the Sky. Or I don't think it's a power. I think it's actually an active effect. So yes, Voice of the Sky. Animals will neither attack nor flee from you for 24 hours, or 23. Okay, let's go ahead and deliver Klimek's supplies. And then I feel like we need to take a second here because, like, okay, so I have a timer next to me, and we started going up this mountain when the timer was at like 8 minutes, and now it only took us like 12 minutes to get up the mountain, and half of that is because I was talking and reading the emblems. So like, why did that take like no time? Also, I'm going to make a save here because I'm considering making the thumbnail this chest right here because I think it looks kind of cool, but probably not. Okay, so I guess here's the plan. We're going to go ahead and talk to the Greybeards and see what they have to say. And maybe instead of fast traveling from the mountain at the end, maybe we'll try and go back down because I kind of want to fight this frost troll. I want to see how that firebolt spell would have done against him. That's so weird. Whatever dragon that was must have messed everything up. And by the way, dragons are not supposed to start just attacking you like that until you're a bit later in the main quest, and we're not there yet. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's talk to this person. He has a gray beard, so
a dragonborn
he must be the person we're looking for.
This moment in the turning of the age.
You call me Dragonborn. What does that mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Oh, you want a taste of my voice? You want a taste of my voice? Okay. Foos! There you go. It doesn't really seem to do a whole ton.
It is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Who are you? What is this place?
We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain.
I thought it was
Here we
Jurgen
commune with the
Windcaller's
voice of the
mountain.
sky and strive to
I'm
achieve
still a
balance
little
between
confused
our
about that,
inner
but I guess that's
and
okay.
outer selves.
I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout...
Sorry, I think I changed my mind about the thumbnail.
Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the 2nd word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
I always thought this animation was super cool, how he can put the word of power on the ground like that, and it kind of glows and it's orange, and it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I like that animation. I do kind of wish it was blue like it was on a word wall, but I guess it's okay.
The first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
I'm sorry, once again I'm gonna save because I think this is a very cool animation. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the screenshot. I'm gonna show y'all how it's done. Alright, I gotta, as soon as I press B, I have to hit the tilde key. Okay, B tilde, okay. What just happened? Oh, for goodness sake. Sorry, hold on. The HDMI cord on my computer is great and everything, but sometimes it doesn't like, if I touch the computer the wrong way, it doesn't like that. Alright, so tilde key, and then it's TFC space 1, toggle the free camera, and then it's TM, which gets rid of that, and then it's the tilde key to get out of the menu even though you can't see it. And then, now I can, wait, shh, be quiet. Alright, so then, like, I think that's about where I want it right there. Yeah, because I put the numbers on the left side. So then, I just click F12. And there it went. It took the picture. So now, I have to get out of this freeze frame thing. So, tilde key, TM, space, tilde, TFC. Oh, oops, I didn't need to click tilde again. My bad. Okay, I was confused. Alright, TFC, and then tilde to get out of it. Okay, there we go. Well, there's your little behind-the-scenes action there of how I get screenshots. And that only works for PC, by the way. What did he say to do? Shoot. What?
Sky above. Voice within.
Wait.
Sky above.
Shoot. Was that a mistake? Learn the word. Okay, I learned the word of power.
Voice within.
Okay. It was just
Use
freezing
your
up for a second there.
unrelenting force shout to
Alright.
strike the targets as they appear.
Alright. Oh yeah. So see, now we hold down the trigger button or the right button longer and the shout is stronger. And there's a second word.
Well done. Again.
Alright, who's at this time? Oh, there we go. Alright. Nice. Look, I did it.
You learn quickly.
There we go.
Once more.
Is it you? Can't leave you out. You need to get Fus Rodad as well. Or Fus Road, I guess, because I don't have the last word yet, but in time. All in good time.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
Okay?
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the courtyard by myself. Thank you very much. Can do that perfectly on my own. And now we get to learn the most useless shout. Okay, no, that's not true. It's not useless, but aside from when you have to use it because of the next quest, I don't ever use it. I never see the need to do it. Oh man, when I'm just getting all these great opportunities for thumbnails. I could have done whatever. It's fine. The one I got was fine. I'll just make a save. I'm gonna make one more save. Sorry guys. And I'll come back here and get this screenshot on my own because the light is really nice out here. So when I learn the new shout and this guy gives me his soul or whatever, it would have been nice to have that screenshot. Or, I mean, I guess I could just make it, like, the ground right here. Like, that's kind of cool, but, don't care enough. Alright, whirlwind sprint. Yeah, see, this right here, this is what I was talking about. Like, this is much cooler. I feel like, because it's outside and the light's better. But honestly, I think the one we got is fine. The one we got is just fine. Alright, I know we're going to have to equip this because we have to show them that we can use it, right? So let's go ahead and equip Whirlwind Sprint.
Master Wulfgar will demonstrate.
Oh, he's going to demonstrate.
Then it will be your turn.
So now does Master Bori...
Master Bori?
Does he not know that word of wold anymore? Or of whirlwind sprint? Can he do it now that he's given it to me?
Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Okay. Nice. Y'all, let me tell you something. The first time I ever did this, I could never make it before the gate closed. I don't know why. I had the hardest time with it. I really don't know. I don't know why.
Your quick mastery of a new Thuum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
I don't know how I do it. It just happens.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Alright, so... I think that Ciri would want to know about a lot of this stuff, so we're going to go through some of these dialogue options. Maybe not all of them. What would she be more interested in? The Greybeards and her current quest, or would she be interested in the big picture? Okay, well, let's ask about this guy, because I was asking about him on the way up here. So, who was Jürgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
What is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
But, let's see, what would she do? she's not that peaceful. But I don't follow your philosophy. Why help me learn the voice?
The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
Okay, alright, so what else would you want to know? Okay, probably this, and then we'll call it quits with the dialogue. Why are there dragons returning? Does that have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Thank you, Master. I will continue my training.
Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead.
Okay, and all of this other stuff we could probably ask them about when we come back.
Sky? Gotcha.
But for now, we got a new quest, which will start in the next episode, the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. After demonstrating my ability to learn words of power and to shout, the Greybeard Arngir has sent me on a final trial, retrieving the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller from his tomb in Ustengrav, a burial mound in the marshes of Hjalmarch. Retrieve the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. That is definitely something we will do in the next episode. I'm gonna go inside because it's actually, the music is really loud out here. I guess I could just change the settings, but I don't want to. I just want to go inside where it's going to be a little quieter. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me in this episode. In the next episode, we will go back down the mountain, see if we can find that frost troll and give him a piece of our minds, and then hopefully retrieve the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. I'm not remembering exactly how long that dungeon is, but hopefully it's not too long. This episode went over time a little bit than what I thought it was going to be, but I also thought that we were going to have to kill the frost troll and then not even be able to talk to these guys in this episode. So we made it. Also, in case you were not aware, see how this guy is coming in here to meditate or whatever? What we can do is go into sneak, and I don't want to do it a ton, but you can just, I'm pretty sure, you can just attack him. And he's not going to attack you back. And you can improve your sneak that way. It's a little easier when you're using like a bow and arrow and you're using it to increase archery, but I'm not going to do that because, you know, these are our friends. They're helping me, at least for the moment. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you guys in the next episode. You know how to hit, I was losing my train of thought and it wasn't working out well, but you know how to hit all the buttons below so you can do the things, so you can get notified when I post new videos and all of that fun stuff. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Stay sharp, everybody.